straight up.
And?
I got a raw deal. Did you know those slackwits don't even fry their meat products?
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago, but never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine de Vries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorada are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Well, who could turn down an invitation like that? To Golden Ridge, Commander?
Hold on, Commander. We can't take off before helping out Zeb's people at the Vox. We leave, and they're all but guaranteed a trip to mental refreshment. Agreed. So
station's gone. I can scarcely believe it. If we hadn't been assigned to guard the landing pad...
Fortunate for us, the Sentinel arrived when she did then. And she took her time.
Guns tucked and loaded. Just give the signal. Look at a few foot left, Commander.
For our beneficent leader, ever vigilant.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go. I gather you haven't noticed. Void dead. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the cipher, right. I managed to memorize it before I was nabbed. 02519W. Please don't think me ungrateful for...
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport.
That might just be the most ruthless...
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. I
have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppressor.
What do you propose then?
Not blowing yourself up for...
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? But it might prevent more of my friends from suffering the same fate. All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because... No point in remaining here then, is there? Especially since you've... One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but anyway, thank you again.
I know what Audra said, but... What if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without blooding in the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the consul's lackeys and a protectorate vessel in one go? She was ready to fulminate herself before we talked her out of it. I'm just saying, maybe she ain't thinking so straight. That Sentinel's not gonna stop. She'll find new targets, new people to torture and kill. If we do nothing now, their blood will be on our hands. Be serious, Commander. This isn't the time for jokes. I've spent 10 years on the sidelines, watching people suffer, not being able to do a thing about it. We can do something here. Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up.
Wait.
Some aren't dead yet.
Shows what where?
Six alive.
Schultz!
Isn't Gary in there? No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't think he took it literal, like when we told him to jump in a rift, do you? Even he couldn't be that literal. Could he? I mean, it is Gary.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that? What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me that—
A sentinel worked them over bad. Only Audra was still alive when we got there.
Damn the Protectorate! And what of the cipher? Thank you. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Can't fault you for having doubts.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. Customers? Oh, you mean patrons. And I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. Yeah. Guess I am. First time in a long time I felt something kin to hope. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. Wait, hold on. You can make balloon animals? I must have missed that class during basic. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy you keep paying me compliments like that. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down the Vrees without feeling...
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by... Notice. The following points of interest have been identified. Matriarch's Mercy, Alexandra Monastery, the statue of the Matriarch, and notice.
Realized we were landing so close to the action.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. For picking up your personal belongings. We must all work together to keep Golden
Please
Ridge
mind the
beautiful.
gaps. All of them.
determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, and also music. Prepare for profundity. The moment's at hand for another installment of Ask a Vicar with Vicar Meg Sai Sai. A listener asks, why did the Order split from the Protectorate? Well, this is certainly a well-worn question.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Coverall ground for a new student. The principal reason for our schism, of course, was the Protectorate's abandonment of reason. Or more specifically, their warping of the Matriarch's vision, idealism rooted in scientism. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar recognized this early. Empirical evidence was glorious. We parted ways with the Protectorate just as Auntie's Choice began their invasion of Arcadia. An invasion we predicted, yet it took our Protectorate colleagues by surprise. Clear proof the Sovereign had lost sight of the grand plan, that he'd become encumbered by delusions, distracted by grief, obsessed with the rifts. He failed to foresee the real threat of corporate incursion, while his consul increased the browbeating of their subjects into ideological submission. Without the guidance of the grand plan and the Matriarch's original vision, the Protectorate was lost. We did not abandon them. Abandon the plan.
Keep put, much is left to come. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
When we first met, your eyes pierced mine like an I felt it in my new glance, your obsession with jewels and thermodynamics set my heart ablaze. It felt so hypothalamic in our dynamic process. The temperature increased. It never remained constant. It was impossible to decrease. Caught in a catalyst leading to combustion. Joined in a synthesis, a flawless combination of
Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin.
Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's Mercy,
lies
seeking refuge
directly
with the
ahead.
Order.
This unit is ready to proceed when you are,
Can't they see
Commander.
that the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
A 6-hour course in remedial differential geometry. Adjust your schedule accordingly. Welcome to the Order of the Ascendant. Relax. Your future is in our hands.
dynamic process. The temperature increased.
You cannot possibly do the right thing today.
Never remained constant. It was impossible to.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. My family and I, we was making our way. I had to leave from just past this tunnel so as I could. Please help us. ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations.
Abbott Newell here to
Check enemy like
Give
this.
the order and I'll take care of previously scheduled program. This is Abbott Newell of Alexandra Monastery, signing off. How was that, wife? What? It's still recording? Oh.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Message with solutions. That definitely was an intercept. Clear it out.
To facilitate cognition. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
Adrena time! Give it! Don't make me...
Do not worry when things become complicated. Went to school and studied, then matriculated. There's no need to suffer from perplexity in the face of a source of large complexity.
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific... Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning trabeculas. Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight
Please be
into the
advised,
grand
this
plan.
unit lacks pharmaceutic resources to provide
By
medical care
calculating
meeting
the
Earth
position
Directorate
of
standards
every
to
atom in the
populations
universe,
exceeding
we
7.
could... Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere. Whenever you're in the mood for extemporaneous bloviation, you know where to find me.
You can handle it.
while you shelter in Matriarch's mercy.
Regarding products research.
By the law.
To increase
It's you.
efficiency, creativity.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Acknowledge the value of canter dust.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are, a dashing outsider standing before me. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them. My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it for my interview. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks. How can I be of service? Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand.
Here's an easy acronym. QED. Quickly elucidate and demonstrate. QED. Get to the point and do not vacillate. You've checked your work and verified your data. Send in your proof. Don't wait for later. You've crossed your T's. You've dotted your I's. The only thing that's left is quickly elucidate and demonstrate. QED. Get to the point and do not vacillate.
You're right. The universe does not orient.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? DeVries. Now, why does that name ring familiar? Landon, do you recall a DeVries?
I don't generally concern myself with passers-through. If this DeVries was not a member of the Order, then it's unlikely we ever exchanged maths. Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than... Besides the highly caustic Xeranium River and the mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in... Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over... As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Xeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an in-Earth Directorate agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of
You have an abundance of valid options for your next mission destination, Commander. Or Outpost Opportunity.
In the set N2. A simple definition. Elegant, even uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you.
We beheld that new rifle up at the monastery.